The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Here we go, Pac-Man. Waiting! They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Check 26, check 26. Deuce. Switch.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
I'm going to run you over.
Throwing his Wentz. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
Here we go. 180! Watch the curve. Shit. Ram. Watch the twist.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Go. 280! Check 55 to Mike. It's been a long day for you. For Tokyo!
On second and 11 now. Wentz. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Kill. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, That's right, baby. They don't want Bravo.
From the gun, it's Wentz. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 47. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it second and 14.
280. 52's the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
From midfield, here's Wentz. This one caught by Isabella. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Well, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check 31, check 31. Back.
On second down, it's Sanders. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 26.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Shoot. Pass. Alert.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Throwing right, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. To throw again on second down. Allen going right side here, and that's complete. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Slam. Hey, tight. 50, check 50.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You got tight right there. Wide. Get wide. Go ahead, baby. Go.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Kill. 43 is the mark. Watch the screen. Tighten up.
Now Jones. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
Hey, we haven't been around the entire time football's been played, but we have studied our history, and there have been some great backs who've been accused of running out of bounds to protect themselves. Well, back in the day, many people didn't like that. But nowadays, take care of the football, show some intelligence, live to fight another down.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Tackles. Go. 43's the mic. I'm scared.
And now they'll throw with Allen to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The rookie 1st-rounder, Jonathan Abram, there to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Bang. Check now. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
This is Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Buccaneers have it. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Check. Watch 54. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Alert. Mike 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Hey, Echo. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Only have 10. Team showed up.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Hey, Charlie. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Wentz. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Kamara now to return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got jump. Alert, alert, alert.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Double tight, guys, double tight. You got three, three down. 80 weapons. Tight go. Check it back. All 52.
Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin White in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, it's Kamara. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Five. Here we go. Pass 85, pass 85. Turn up. Kill, turn up. Check 24. Check 24.
Now Allen to throw again. Throw left side complete. It's King. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
Here we go again. Switch. Hey, tight. It's a safety creek. No. Off. Hatch it. Whip. Watch the whip. Check. Lucky.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
That's good for a Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Play it. 29 is the mic.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. DJ Moore. His 9th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board and get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, it's Wentz. That ball complete to Isabella. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Crunch time, defense.
Throwing now is Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Brown 80. Check tight, check tight, check tight. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Kamara. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
And let's get in them holes. Save. 56. Protein spill. He's checking. Crash. Sponge. No. Under 10. Alert. 10. Check three. Watch the ship. 5 wide. Watch the ship.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. 25 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wentz going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Wentz now to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
49, check 49, check 49. Alert flare, flare.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz, they go screen. This is Ingram. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Arizona. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go.
They'll go again to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Switch. Shift. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. Alert. Slam.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Pass 85.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones, and the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Pass 85. 43 is the mic. Hey, Haywood. Pick it up. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check. 43. Silver.
To the air, Allen. And he's got his target. That's Moore. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. DJ Moore, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game, and privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Buccaneers' 19-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another run here with Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Two jet. Hey, orbit.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 55.
Here's Wentz to throw. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great...
And he loses the football a second time. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Deuce. Switch.
Middle. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Oh, the spin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
General West.
Mike's 43. I got him.
R52.
43.
Hey, Alpha.
43's the Mike.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
43's the Mike.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. I got wide.
Running right, Jones. Able to slither by. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
That's another Buccaneers first down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tampa Bay, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota.